Big time combos about issues facing singles today. It's the TBD Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of TBD, To Be Determined Podcast. That's Shannon right over there in the Houndstooth Blazer. This is Isaiah right here in the 1988 Blazer. I ain't mad at him. You know what I mean? And I'm Brian.
I don't think it's sitting up the way it's supposed to. Yeah, lay it back down, please.
That pop that collar fashion done came back in style again. It done came back in style.
I never loved it.
It been about 15 years.
Yeah.
It been about 14, 15 years.
Yeah, pop their collars, everything, even like the polos.
I always wish I had pop the collar money. So
Pop your collar, don't let them sweat ya.
Ooh, that was good.
It was an Usher song.
That sounded really good in the mic.
Yeah. No.
no, I'm just saying.
No, it didn't sound
you
good.
didn't sound good.
No, I'm saying you always hyping them up though.
Probably. And he's like, and said it's not warranted. He said it's not warranted.
No, I'm just saying. Hype me up.
I got you that. Oh.
That's what he wanted.
I see.
I'm a little jealous.
Well, yeah. Before we get into today's topic, I want to say one thing before we even get into the icebreaker. I did listen to that TikTok video that you sent a couple of days ago. Mm-hmm. That lady is insufferable, incorrigible even. I tell you what, I tried to give her a chance because she was like society, and what she meant to say was men, but she's like society says have a baby, but then don't be fulfilled, and then da 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 da, and da 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 da. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to give her a chance. So let me go to the comments first because the creators on TikTok, you'll see like by creator or they'll respond back, and people weren't talking about society. The ladies that were commenting were talking towards men. So I was like, that's cool. I'm going to give her that one. Let me look at a couple other videos. I just, I heard a comedian say, I hate living in a time and place where everything being a man is inherently wrong and everything being a woman is amazingly great. Just everything about it, just across the board. And she embodies that. She knows her market like a lot of dudes in the manosphere, but I'll tell you the difference between the dudes in the manosphere. What? The ones that I've named you, the ones that you've even listened to, I can pull out videos. I can pull out long, full-length videos where they roasting or getting men in check and telling men where they're wrong as well. And over there, that lack of accountability smells of Jada Pinkett. Right. I'm just like, this a turn off. I can't imagine. The dude that she ends up with, and I don't play this back years from now, the dude she ends up with ain't going to be the dude that she want. The dude that she can talk to like that, the dude that she can just say the kind of craziness to him, and he just co-sign, ain't the dude that she really want. She may learn to like him. Good for her. Good for him. Be together. A lot of single people out there. But I didn't respond back in the group chat. I thought about it just now.
Yeah. Well, okay. So my thing about this, should we link to that?
Yeah, give them a link, Shannon.
We'll link to.
Ladies, you'll love it. Ladies, you will love it.
We'll link to the TikTok. My question was, is this fair? I was asking the guys what they thought about this woman because basically what she was saying was there were so many different things put on women. Like, it's like, be sexually free, but don't have a baby out of wedlock, like that kind of stuff. And so it's just like, it's so hard to know, where to land in society to be accepted was basically the point of her TikTok.
That is coming from a place of I need to understand. I'm going to make sure I understand what she's saying. That one that you just named, it wasn't exactly that, but I know one you're talking about. Yeah. And I was like, you can do both of those. You can explore or accentuate your sexuality, especially in the basis of your marriage, and not dress in a way that you think people would be like, oh, why are you dressed like that? Why are you showing so much skin? You can do both of those things, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ain't you strong and independent? Ain't that what you said? Number one, why are you listening to all these people? We're going to link to this video. Why are you listening to all these people? Why are you listening to society?
And that is a good
You strong and
too.
independent?
Yeah.
You doing this for likes. You doing this because there's a lack of accountability in your... I hope you link her. I hope she sees this and she makes a video about it because that means that we getting some more views.
Oh.
I don't care. I don't care because she won't answer that question. What she'll do, she'll make a video and be like, see, he's another problem of the thing. I'm like, I probably am because I probably expect something out of you. I probably have some standards like you have.
Wow.
Women, I'm an ally. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
look,
I'm an ally.
that's who you gonna end up with. And look, he's fashionably dressed.
I'm
That
an
boy,
ally.
oh, he got socks on this time. I thought,
But if
that
somebody
man
is
gainfully
gonna come
employed?
after you though, like to fight you or something like that, like Isaiah's not the one. I just
Oh.
want to warn you.
I'm a prayer warrior, not a real warrior.
Yeah.
he said, if that back coming towards us, we better run. I'm gonna pray though.
Shannon, why you put me out there like that?
But look, man, he's fashionably dressed. You know what I mean? Soft soles on the shoes. You know, he has a job. He's gainfully employed. So yeah,
very
very love him.
Al-Qaeda. Very Al-Qaeda.
Look, you'd rather him than me. You know what I mean? I come in here some shorts, but
Very
that's cool.
Al-Qaeda.
Very Al-Qaeda.
He
That's
called me Al-Qaeda.
a terrorist.
I know.
That's your ally. That's your ally. So you know, let's get into the icebreaker. It popped into my head before I got into the icebreaker, and I wanted to make sure that I did get back with you on that. So something that I like to do with people is called start, bench, cut. It's more of a sport type deal. But you've heard some variation of that. It's probably called like
One gotta go.
one gotta go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. So let's do this real quick. I got 3
Okay.
in regards to relationships.
Okay.
So you tell me the one that you start, the most important. You tell me one that's not as important, you bench it. And then you tell me one that you cut, you want to remove it from the face of the earth. It doesn't matter in the group of this 3. It doesn't matter in your life at all in regards to a relationship, okay?
Okay.
First 3. Looks, conversation, intelligence.
Oh, I have to have intelligence. Please do not be dumb. Oh my goodness, I can't do it. I
Okay.
can't do it.
So you're gonna cut. I mean, no, you're starting intelligence, right?
Yeah, that's the main one. though.
Intelligence, but then honestly looks. Because I feel like if you're intelligent, we can work on the conversation.
No, ain't no conversation.
Ain't no conversation.
Ain't no conversation. You cut conversation, man.
Shannon got
See?
enough conversation for both parties. I have talked to
Look who's talking.
Shit.
Ha, ha. Look who's talking. Pun intended. Pun intended.
What, the movie?
Because because get it? Because
Yeah.
I said look who's
No,
talking.
the
and he
popular
said
movie from the
conversation.
80s where babies. Okay,
No, you missed the whole.
I don't care.
Okay.
So what? But so say it one more time.
So then that, I guess you know what that makes. That's actually no, but I just can't have dumb conversations. It has to be intelligence and then looks and then I guess the conversation. Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
All right.
I want to say
He'll
my.
still talk. You'll write. He'll be a writer, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's so amazing,"
It's so solid.
or he'll sing. Like, "Oh, you're such a good communicator."
Only because you made me do this, but otherwise, I'm not this kind of guy.
Looks. We already know what your first one is.
Looks, I want to be physically attracted to the one
She
I
can be
like.
as dumb as dirt,
I didn't say that.
dumb as a box of rocks.
About to say it,
Yeah.
but he ain't say it yet.
Conversation, because I likes to laugh all the time.
There we go.
No
Take nothing.
character, nothing.
Boy, that's not
Well,
one of
that
the
wasn't
choices.
on the.
I-
That's not one of the choices. Don't do that. Don't press that
Shannon.
man with stuff that wasn't on there.
Yeah,
That's a
you
shame.
making
Don't do that. You ain't choosing neither. Then if he ain't choosing,
Yeah.
you ain't choosing. Come on now, this my game.
You ain't say
Y'all
save.
Y'all
You
are
ain't
so
say
petty.
Save.
Was saved on the list. Saved
Yeah,
on
save
the
wasn't on the list. So where was I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where was I? Looks, conversation, intelligence. I ain't cut
Yeah.
intelligence. I think intelligence is overrated.
I don't care if she took no ACT.
Yeah.
ACT, act like you took the ACT. We good. We good.
The more you know, the more I'll teach you what you need to know.
Ooh.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. The more you know. All right.
All right.
Next 3. Weight, teeth, height.
Okay, I want
This
to
is
go
what I
off
do,
rep.
baby.
I want to
This
go.
is what Georgia Southern taught me, baby.
I
I
wanna
press them.
Here we go. I like height. I like a big tall woman.
Okay.
Big tall woman.
So
Weight.
6'5".
It can be 6'7", all I care.
Okay.
WNBA.
Boy, you looking disgusted out here. That's what I'm talking about. I know you
Just thinking
serious.
about it.
Woo, yeah. Okay, so you said height, then weight,
Height and weight. What was the other one?
teeth. So you don't
Teeth.
got to have good teeth.
We can
Okay.
buy some teeth.
Well, technically, I said we cutting teeth all together, but okay, you got some dentures. All right, I guess
I mean,
we can make an
yeah.
amendment for that, but the breath ain't right. You working
No,
with a
you
lot.
said teeth.
You
You
behind.
ain't say hygiene.
Well, I mean, if you ain't got teeth, I mean, unless it's a tragic accident, okay, just teeth. You're right. I didn't say all that. I should have been like oral hygiene.
Okay.
But still, that's a little crazy.
Mm-mm.
So she is 6'7". What do you mean by weight though? I don't know. What you like?
that she got the weight I like.
Okay, a 6'7"
You
weight
thought
that
you
you
were gonna put me
no,
somewhere.
no.
But I know how y'all Middletons do it.
Well, they can figure it out.
Stop saying my last name.
Stop having a last name.
Okay, Isaiah Johnson III.
I mean, really.
You ain't gonna do me like
Look
that.
him
We
up.
all gonna get. We all getting stalked.
Okay,
Since
eye
you
for
wanna
eye,
do it.
tooth for tooth. I see how y'all love the Lord. Let's go.
Mhm. Oh, you want me?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, height and teeth, because with weight, like I've liked all assortments of weight, so that really doesn't bother me.
Unpressed. Both of y'all.
Oh, you said height?
I like height.
Shannon, I know you was known to like some little kings, some little guys.
That's fine. That's fine. But as a preference, I will start with height before teeth.
Okay. Oh,
Actually,
okay.
I would start with intelligence, but it wasn't on the list.
You still want somebody smart.
Yes, and saved.
I hope you find them. Okay.
Okay.
You said little kings, like princes.
No, that's what the internet called them. Little.
Is that really?
The men are now kings, and if you're short, you're a short king. Short king, little.
Why
king.
you gotta have a delineation between a king and a short king? Why can't it just be a king?
Okay, you like kings. A pawns, I guess, if you're playing chess.
See what I'm saying? I knew. I was just waiting for it. I was waiting
Why
for
you
it.
get- okay, okay.
All right. So this one
Mhm.
right here, it's a little bit backwards. So you got to think about which one of these
Mhm.
that you. What's the least worst out of these three? Because I know these three right here. These are tough ones.
The least worst.
Chronic insecurity, lifelong non-saver, including in the relationship with you, lifelong non-saver,
Non-saving.
non-saver,
We're not saving.
and always a lack of accountability.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. What you got? Two of them you gonna take.
Man, you got the bad news bears.
You got a love
roster.
language and you got a backup one. So which one you gonna get rid of? That might be the easiest one first. Which one do you got to get rid of, and which one you gonna just deal with?
Okay. I think the one I'm put on the bench. I don't start with my bench.
Okay.
Chronic insecurities.
Okay.
Because I could make you feel like you somebody.
That's literally chronic means that you're not going to, but okay.
But we-
All right. Gonna show up.
Okay. Then the one I'm going to allow to be on the team is, what was the other two?
Always a lack of accountability, lifelong non-saver.
Oh
It's all on you. Retirement, all on you.
man.
Mortgage, all on you.
A lack
Kids?
of a no. I'm going to cut a lifelong saver. I'm going to cut that.
Okay, you gotta say somebody you can deal with accountability.
I can no accountability because I've been friends with people that have no accountability.
I didn't mean to step out on you. I didn't mean to overcharge the credit card. I didn't mean to crash the car. It's not my fault.
That's the one
that
for
is not
me that's
those-
got to go.
it's not-
No,
I need you
because
to have a conscience.
if you ain't saving, yeah, you might been trash, but I don't want to be with you and you trash and we living on the street like trash.
But she's 6'7". She WNBA 6'7" with no teeth, but the weight you like.
I mean, if you mix them all together,
You can deal with it if she bad enough. Okay, Shannon, what was yours?
I can't do the lack of accountability.
Uh-huh.
I
I
don't
just
have no
like-
accountability.
So that's the one that you cut.
Both of us cannot have a lack of accountability. One of us is okay, but
Teflon Don, nothing sticks to Shannon.
and when I say one, I mean me. So no, the
So-
insecurity. I feel like y'all insecure anyway. And then like the lifelong the lifelong spender.
What did you start? I don't know what you're saying about that.
Oh, I was saying I cannot do lack of accountability
Well, I know
for
that's
my partner.
that's the one that you cut.
you cut.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
cut
I
them.
cut that one.
Who
Oh, who will I bench? The insecurity.
and who's
Okay.
a starter? Who's your
Just
starter?
lifelong non-saver. It's all on you. Oh yeah, you making good money. Lifelong. It's all on you, breadwinner.
So annoying.
Breadwinner.
Those were all terrible choices.
2022 though. That's what it should be anyway. Man, we about halfway into let's get into the actual topic.
We need to have a conversation about hypergamy.
Oh yes. How do you spell that? What I mean? You just throwing it. Oh, somebody went to school. See how I mean intelligence? You hyperbole people out here.
Bro, hypergamy.
Yeah. It sound right. Keep it moving.
Yeah. Let's have that conversation at a later time.
Hypergamy.
Guys, should friends date?
Yeah. But I haven't found no friends I want to holler at.
Ooh, someone put the alarm on the video. He means every friend that's watching this, he means you.
Ain't no way I don't like.
He means you.
Let me tell you.
In case you wondering, he means you.
Let me set this right. The friends that God has given me.
He's just
He about
making
to
it
double
worse.
down.
I know,
Well,
right?
he about to double down on it. Go ahead.
No,
He brought God into it. God like, I ain't tell you to say none of this. Go ahead.
Like the friends that I have, I love my friends. I think I'm an introvert, so when people come in my sphere of friendships, I'm like, I don't want them to leave.
Uh-huh.
I really am drawn. The people that God put in my life, I really like. Like Shannon, if we would date and it don't work out, I'm like, man,
And it wouldn't.
I would hate to have her out of my life. So I'm like, yeah, if you could find a good friend at holler.
That's a backhanded compliment.
What? How's that? No, that was a full-handed compliment. What you? A full frontal compliment.
I wish I had lotion in my ankles.
Like for example, Shannon, you heard me, you seen me cry a couple of times, or you heard me cry. I can't have that with somebody I want to be with.
You better be vulnerable in front of your wife.
Not in the
Don't-
dating.
And you know what? Take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
The vulnerability.
Yeah.
Don't listen to
I
that.
mean,
Don't go up in there
Shannon
and start
seen me
crying.
Boo-hoo crying before.
I'm gonna stop you.
I'm like, nah, I can't have that.
You can have manly tears.
Interest
No, I
was
was like,
dry.
I'm a grown man that look like somebody got whipped and put in a timeout. Kind of crying.
I've actually only seen Daddy cry one time. Have you ever seen Daddy cry?
I've only heard him on the phone one time,
Really?
which is so wild.
Yeah.
One time.
Because of the way he is. Like,
That's hard when you see your father cry.
I was like, our great grandmother had passed away, and he was on the sofa downstairs. We lived in the tri-level house, and he was crying. I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I went back upstairs.
That lack of accountability right there.
Yeah.
And not my fault.
Yeah, I ain't make him cry.
You know what I'm saying? And I won't be the one to console him.
I was scared.
How can I be terrible at 16 today? Or no, probably younger than that, but yeah, about 15.
Yeah.
But my mom always says she can't stand a man crying. That stuck with me because men cry.
What? Men
We
do
cry. But she said, I can't stand a crying man.
And I gotta be real with you. They probably can't stand you neither. And respect to your mom. I always put it back that way though. No, but hold on. When someone puts that to you, you ever hear somebody start complaining and you be like, you know what? The other person probably feel the same way.
Yeah,
Even
that's
worse.
true. Yeah.
Let me stress to you. You don't like them. They probably hate you.
Right. Well.
Can we stop talking about it now? But
Yeah.
that's interesting that your mom
Yeah, so I'm
looks
like-
down on men who cry.
Yeah, and so Shannon heard me cry. I'm like, okay, that door's been closed.
Like you were like the door was ever like there ever was a door. Isaiah, let's be real. One of the things that Brian irritates me in Isaiah is when people are just like, "Oh, what about Isaiah? Oh, what about Shannon?" Like it's never. There's not no
Never.
not nothing.
Yeah, normally, folks, let me look into the camera real quick. Normally, that's, that speak for their fighting feelings. There could be tension there. I'll be real with you. Nah, I honestly believe this is one of the few outliers where men and women are truly just friends and never had the thought of having anything other than a platonic relationship, which is very rare, right? Very rare. I get why you might not believe it even now if you're watching their interaction, but trust me, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't work.
I didn't.
And
know
they
that
don't want it to
wasn't-
work.
Yeah, I didn't know that it wasn't a normal thing though, because after I started going to the church that we all went to, and Isaiah was so annoying and used to do annoying brother things all the time. Because Brian was not. He was never an annoying brother. Brian was
Well,
always
after
like,
age 8 or
well,
10.
yeah, I mean like that. But I mean like Brian
I've been
was-
annoying my whole life.
Exactly. And Brian's always like my favorite person. Like, oh my goodness, my brother's the best, blah, blah, blah. And then I meet Isaiah and I'm like, oh, this is what people were talking about when they're talking about the annoying little brother. Like, oh, yeah, this him. This is him. This
Shannon,
is him right here.
Oh my! The first time I even had an interaction with you, you got on to me. Here's the story. Okay, so it's this woman. Is this a woman at
She's
church?
married now.
But is she happy though? But anyway, I was chatting her up on Facebook, and so we go to our small group together, and I see her, and I wanted to like follow it up with her face to face. So I see this woman. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" Shannon pokes her head around the corner. "Hey, Isaiah."
Whatever. I was sitting right next to her, and he skipped me and said, "Hey," to little girl. And I was like, "Hello, Isaiah," because I was sitting right there. It was so rude. That's what happened. I did not poke my head around the corner.
I think
I was sitting right there.
I'm about to say, what now? What,
Play those heavenly
what's the
tapes.
logistics now? Was there a corner or was there not
There
a
was
corner?
not a corner. We
'Cause
were
if you-
sitting together.
yeah,
I
When-
think
There's a corner. Or
I
no?
think
There was
the
not
woman I was talking to was in the doorway.
Uh-huh.
I just seen
No.
her.
Were y'all sitting down? Or
No,
were y'all
we were
standing,
standing
up?
up.
We were in that foyer, that part where we used to intake people for the group.
Okay.
And like I was standing next to her, talking to her. Here he comes walking by, talking about hey, so-and-so. And I was like, hello, Isaiah. Because, I mean, really, I was standing right there.
But the thing
It was
is,
so rude.
I'm an introvert, so it takes a
I don't know
lot
why
of.
you lying to people. I don't know. You looking at me? I can't tell. I don't know it's hard. God knows it's hard. Why you lying to people?
I'm an introvert, so it takes a lot for me to open myself.
Put down in the comments if you think Isaiah is an introvert or not. He can be an introvert, extrovert.
Tell me how fast you thought Isaiah's lying after you heard him saying, like, do a stopwatch, go back, try to go back in time, get a stopwatch, hit the stopwatch as soon as Isaiah says, I'm an introvert. But then again, you know what? You're comfortable with us, so maybe you are. I've never seen you around new people. Now I think about it, so I don't know.
But that's the thing. He's like doing the song and dance in front of all the new people. I'm sorry. What was the question we were talking about? Like, should friends date? Was that it? No. I mean, well, I will say that I personally like it when I get to know somebody first.
Because you like it safe.
No, I like to know who you are.
That's safe. You don't like just going out. You like a safe bet.
I think because cold dating is just, ugh. It's usually like, how often is it that somebody is, like, oh, there's that spark. That's why people do coffee dates at first, so they can escape quickly. But if somebody starts out being a friend, like when I was the last person that I was talking to, we talked on the phone for 30 days. Before we actually met face to face.
That title to a Christian movie.
30 days. 30 I
days
love it.
30 days of courtship. Nobody want to hear that Christian.
It was not
Pure
courtship.
Pure flicks.
Nobody want going somewhere there.
But it was great. It was great. And do you know, even though we are not together now, I told Isaiah this. He sent me, because I was like, oh, he's not even going to remember. He sent me a little screenshot because he'd put it in his phone, like, of our anniversary. And I was like, oh, he sent that. That was, at first I was like, we're not even together. But then I was like, oh, that was actually really nice that he did that. I didn't get anything with it, but that's okay. That's okay. But I was like, look,
it's okay.
We're still friends. Really?
Now you double down. That's okay. Yeah, it is okay. What you mean?
But y'all didn't start off as friends.
That's cool.
We did, but we did start off as friends because it was like, because what happened was, he was crazy in the chat because I was on a dating app, and you know how you have the dry conversation. Hi, how was your day? What'd you do this weekend? Whatever. And it was just like he immediately said, because he liked my picture, and then he was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to like your picture. I meant to like your profile." I was like,
disrespect him.
I was like,
rule
right.
number one. Rule number one. Disrespect him.
Recognized game. You
didn't.
I
ain't like your little rank picture.
I was like,
your little basic
no,
picture.
I didn't. I was like, whatever.
Put it on
like,
Facebook.
Yes, you did.
Don't
like my
even put it on
picture.
IG.
And he was like, oh, but I also saw that you like to kayak, and I always wanted to try that. But then he goes on, and the thing was like literally this long because he went into this whole thing about how he's afraid of getting in the water in Florida because we have alligator. I mean, it just went on. And I was like, he is crazy. And I thought immediately, I'm like, he would be a good friend. Just because we were able to like have like those kind of conversations. It was ridiculous.
I got to use that. Ooh, I meant to like your profile. I meant to like that big long paragraph.
I didn't mean to like
instead of that bikini picture.
I did not have a bikini picture.
I haven't seen
But there was one picture that I had was really cute, and people were like, don't do that. But I did. And I had like a sun hat on with my aviators on, and I was on the beach, and it was really cute.
When you really want to impress somebody, Shannon, you put your neck bones out.
Oh, my collar, I have a décolleté, or however you say it. Shut up. You brought it up.
No, I'm just saying, when you probably got some pictures like that on your profile with your neck bone.
I don't, but I should. I should do some push-ups for the next 3 or 4 weeks or whatever to get this, like, kind of like a little bit of definition, and then try to get out there again because my subscription just canceled.
Now, Shannon, how many friends have you liked?
I would say quite a few friends, but it hasn't really gone. Oh, that's a lie. I don't think that I've liked a lot of friends. Maybe I'm trying to think in the last, like, let's say the last 10 years.
Sometimes I seen you liking some friends.
Yeah, wrongly. You think you see something and you don't. Like that person who told you that oh, I saw when Shannon didn't like me anymore. And
What's
I
that?
was like,
What's the first letter of that name, Isaiah?
he was a con man. C for con man.
Yeah.
I was like, why would I ever like
Yeah.
somebody who's living in a hotel?
Whoa,
Isaiah?
Shannon. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Which hotel?
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, Shannon.
The Hyatt's right down the street.
Oh,
Sorry.
bougie
Sheridan?
are we?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Bougie.
Holiday Inn Express.
That sounded terrible. Jesus, please forgive me.
No, that's your heart. Change
It
your
is-
heart. Don't forgive me.
Uh-huh.
Change your
My
heart.
heart. Transform me, Lord. I repent.
Repent. That's what he said.
I
He
repent.
said, "Forgive, repent."
I repent.
Yeah,
How about you do
need
that?
You need an Optimus Prime anointing. You need to be transformed.
That man lied on her.
Really?
That man lied on her. And she need to repent. That way you go on that. That's your ally.
Right.
This your ally.
Is this your ally?
You want a man that's gonna tell you
Right.
straight up, we going to the park in a coffee date, or you want someone that's gonna pay for 50 first dates but roast you anyway? What you want, people?
It won't be 51st
That's
dates.
wow.
You'll get 1.5.
Wow.
Woo.
At churches. At
Hey,
churches.
Hey, listen.
Start, stop, or bench. What was it? Start,
Yeah.
bench, or
Wait.
go away, cut.
Yeah.
Something.
Start bench cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would love to find somebody that I'm friends with.
Have you ever done that though?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm odd because if I'm really attracted to them, I kind of give them a little space instead of getting all up in their space. But if I see like Shannon and a couple of our friends, they're really cool, and I'm like, I want to hang out with them all the time. Let's laugh, let's
I
kid.
wanna be down.
Yeah, because I got a couple of female. I grew up with sisters.
Going through,
I wanna be down with.
I wanna be down with.
Yeah, I wanna be
I
down. Okay, Isaiah, go ahead.
I love that. I missed it.
Y'all always have. Those
Isaiah hates
inter-
90s music, 90s R&B
Oh
music.
yeah, he hates
He
New
hates
Jack,
90s.
swing, all of it.
I mean, but
If
y'all
it was-
always
he
bring it
doesn't
up.
like.
If it
He
was
doesn't
done
like
by-
Kwame. Y'all remember Kwame?
They don't
Say,
say
my
no.
name is Kwame. Oh, maybe.
Okay.
I don't,
I'm sorry, your point though. If you see some friends and you want to, you
Yeah,
wanna
I mean, like, okay, the friends I have, I see. Oh man, they are so cool, so
I
engaging.
keep saying that.
I love to laugh with them. I grew up with all sisters, so I like their energy, and we kick it. We have fun. I annoy them, and they don't fire me. So I'm like, these my family. But I have never come across somebody that I've really been attracted to that had that same energy. And sometimes I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose that friendship. So that's why I kind of treat my friends separate from my love people I want to pursue.
But don't you think that the person you get with is gonna want to be your friend, like, and not just be some object that looks good, but she's gonna want to be able to like have those conversations and feel like.
Yeah, I would like to grow into a friendship, but I think with my friends, I think I was drawn to their personality and their company. But with somebody I'm pursuing, I wanna grow into that, I guess.
I guess there's no wrong way to do it.
Well, quick final thoughts. You kind of just summed it up, Isaiah, but
If I had to recap, I would say
what we want you to.
okay, thank you. If you're blessed to have a friend that you're attracted to, thank God and move heaven and earth to be with that person. But I will never sacrifice over a friendship for a potential relationship.
All right, Shannon.
No, I risk it all because it's hard to find. For me, it's hard to find people like of the opposite sex who like you get to that point. Like I have plenty of male friends, but to go to the point where there is also an attraction, it's like I feel like that is super special. And so I think it's a great idea for friends to date. I think the important part is to keep those boundaries. So like with this last person, if it doesn't work out, you can still be friends. You can still be in contact with one another. It doesn't end poorly.
Oh, I'm petty. If we don't work out, I won't never see you again.
Because you're petty, this person is not.
Okay,
I feel like be an adult too. Be
Okay.
mature.
Feels like a good part to put a pin in right here, man. This is definitely something that we're gonna come back to at some point because I feel like you just scratched the surface. Maybe this is a 2 or 3 part series, but listen, I'm sure you guys got ideas out there if you've listened to this entire podcast. First of all, we're grateful. But if you do have any ideas, any comments about some of the inflammatory things that Isaiah or Shannon have said about, themselves or other people, or if you want to,
it's inflammatory.
Yeah. We have a phone number that you can leave a message on. It's 904-513-8597. We also have a Gmail, and actually it's low battery, so you probably can still see it because it's underneath, but it's tbdjacks@gmail.com. You can message us that way, any new topics or anything that you want us to speak about as well. So another great show. Getting better and better. You guys are naturals at this. And so
are you, Brian.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this up. So for Shannon, Isaiah, I'm Brian. This is TBD, To Be Determined Podcast. We'll see you again next week.
All right, thank you. And next week, Shannon will have statistics on.
I had statistics this time, but you were like, "Oh, don't bore me."
No. Oh my God.
Yeah. How about that? Okay.
See, Teflon Dontress.